Now I'm going to talk about men, the amount of guys I know. One of the biggest things now in the bodybuilding industry, the biggest lie is, when I was a kid, everyone would be like, I'm not on gear. I remember being in the gym, and there was a guy who, ironically enough, he's in his 60s now, he's on gear. But he used to tell me, I'm not on gear, bro, I'm not on gear, when I was like 14, like, failed steroid testing at 2 competitions, yeah, it all came out he was. Quite clear as I got older, more educated he was. But he'd always like, never touch him. And that was a common thing. Now with social media, the lie is to say something like, I'm just on Anavar, bro. You're not on Anavar. You know, I know a guy who puts on his social media, I've only used a bit of Anavar before competition. His last stack for his diet was, for his contest that he did was test at a very low dose. I think he dropped it from just before a few weeks out. It was test 300. He was using 600 mg of Tren, 300 Mastron, and he was using some Anavar. And he swapped it for the last 2 weeks to Superdrol, I believe, if I'm correct. It might have been Winstrol, actually. He might have added Winstrol in this time, but he has used Superdrol before. And he was using growth hormone. And he's telling people, yeah, just a bit of Anavar, bro. And it's fucking ridiculous. And I get stopped all the time. Like, I got stopped in fucking town. This guy's like, what's the optimal amount of Anavar I should to... And he's showing me a guy on his phone who's like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger size. Because that's my idea. I said, do you think that guy's on Anavar? I said, Arnold was on fucking Test, Decker. He said he called Danabol the Breakfast of Champions. And you're saying, Anavar said, stop with these lies, guys. And it's sad because I get kids who are like, thinking that just jumping on Anavar is so, and then people think it's so safe, like just jump on Anavar. Anavar will shut you down. If you take an Anavar only second, your testosterone is low, it shuts you down the same, your nuts aren't going to work the same. And it's like, oh, my dad told me you just used Anavar, my brother told... They're lying to you, bro, when they see these results. Or they're not using Anavar, they're popping D-Bol, because Anavar is a more expensive steroid, so it's commonly faked. There's a few brands that do it really, really good, legit stuff. But some of the shit out there, guys, you're being duped. And it depresses me because I see young kids and even older people getting duped, thinking there's something wrong with themselves. No, there's nothing wrong, guys. The guy talking to you is full of fucking shit. That's all it is.